depending on you, I got DMs open. You know what I'm saying? I got them open. It's right now the time to do everything about it. Just a little joke. Loyalty is crucial, of course. And talking about it, now it's time to stay loyal to your setup, to your map, and to your play. As both teams are right now able to get further and out of the group stage. He logically benefited from it massively. So there we go, Singularity GODSENT net a few days back. And now it's got to be the time where from that meeting, they should have found themselves some advancements to their play. There it goes, Benji finding himself, first of all, Hampus. Just trying his best to connect a few shots, and as he's able to deal a bit of damage, it's not much more he getting in the rotation from Singularity back towards the B side is incoming, as that seems to be the best idea. Only Disco Doppelin back there. So it's got to be, first of all, a silent approach from Singularity without making too much noise towards anywhere. There's still utility onto Rusty and Barbar. Twist doesn't hit his shots right now. I mean, yesterday we had an insane shot for him. But right now, he's getting executed here by Hugo. The Glock landing in his head and Twist riding freak. He's not happy. And once more, I mean, if you haven't watched Singularity play recently, and the issue about them, no, not the issue, but the thing is where I sometimes sit on the edge of my seat, sometimes I'm worried, and sometimes I'm super happy, is that they play it so late, 19 more seconds, and they're enforcing a rotation there, whilst that is working perfectly. And that worked perfectly right now for the Singularity side. That bomb is down. Two players, excuse me, only one having no armor. And Brolin is hitting a shot onto his 15-year-old counterpart. So they're taking their time here. GODSENT. They got a kid onto Freddy B. They got to use it wisely, as there's no smoke left, and that is a plans towards the toilets. It might become more difficult than expected. So only Brolin can actually rule this out to defend Freddy B getting the defuse. He might be pulling through. Not quite sure Freddy B does so, and he actually gets found. Right timing. Last few seconds left, but Singularity is able to find themselves the first. Pause. I want to tell you the following. Yesterday we had Singularity fighting also against a Swedish team called Red Reserve. On overpass, there were 9, and I'm seriously saying 9 pauses. I think it was even 10, 9, something around that. Great start though for Singularity. There it works. First of all, I need to ask Emilio. I don't get that meme. Is it a legit meme? Is it just a joke? Is it a GODSENT meme of Hampus in 2018 as you say it? I don't understand it. And Anton joined. Thankfully, we have Anton now on the terrorist team. A big shout out to him. And he dropped a Glock. Instant restart of the round, because otherwise it could be utilized. JK, JK. And with that being said, Singularity now having themselves a good start on the opponent's map pick. They might be able today to utilize that 100% and go on an advantage streak of one map during the opponent's decision to play. Logically, that shouldn't be any kind of portentous jinx of me on this site. You never know. Either way, first of all, GODSENT holding themselves very default towards the side of B, where now Freddy B now starts to not hit the shots he needed to. Fully blind, this good Doppelin is. And that is a B site taken in just 35 seconds. As now Hampus tried to connect those shots. That's not gonna happen for the moment. No one exposing themselves. Sparbor holding it deep from behind. And GODSENT, they should keep the armor they have, especially Hampus. I mean, he could invest 350 and get himself full armor in the upcoming one for a very discounted price. He still takes those duels and doesn't hit a single shot. The IGL of GODSENT not successful with the $700 pistol, and Singularity without a single casualty, getting themselves into a round number 2. Eco coming in from Freddy and Disco. And I'm personally feeling like that's still satisfying enough. With those deagles, they can still do good damage. That bit of damage you can still do will hurt the economy of the opponent massively, or even, which is technically possible, get them the first one. It would be a little bit of a shame to say it like that on the side of Singularity if that will be the case. So, 1 minute 10 left in the clock. So now Farmer nearly gets caught off guard, and he is actually getting caught off guard in the end. The first casualty on the side of Singularity. The IGL falls. Mac 10 retrieved. As now Hugo finds himself this Godoplan there. At least is the refrag on the one who killed their IGL. The retake on the side of A could be successful if the players are moving exactly towards that certain bomb site. Once more, Rusty's making the call together with the team. Go there back towards B, where only one will expect us. In this case, it's Brolin. Could find himself Plofsky. Does so. Retreats. First frag done. Can reload. And with that reload, now Hugo. Actually, they're losing many players only down to Rusty, and that's so uncomfortable right now. He gets taken out, and Singularity are not able to retrieve the 3rd round in a row. That's logically extremely uncomfortable right now for Singularity, though they still got themselves a decent economic buffer. GODSENT survived with 3, were able to bring in a few guns. So it will be very interesting to see if GODSENT can actually utilize that. Taken out in the return, though. We find ourselves Plopsky taking out Roland as well, and Twist has a right angle to find himself a frag here onto Rusty. 4 versus 3. Plopsky, Benji, and Hugo. Waiting it out at that point in time. 50 more seconds are left on the clock. Benji can't win that duel. It's not looking brilliant right now for the side of Singularity, as they were not able to retrieve success against the extremely basic buy that came in from GODSENT. Right now, they're falling apart in another round. They could have just run away with it, at least in the beginning. The first 3, as usual. So it's gotta be Freddy B striking. Sisu finds him in the end. Plopsky. He's now known as well, and so only the man with the best name to find. You don't believe me he has the best name? Plopsky's real name is Nicolas Gonzalez Amoa, as he has actually Spanish origin, lives in Sweden, speaks Swedish as well.
Counter-terrorists win.
From behind. Oh, he still gets his Godopoulos. Survives, luckily. Doesn't get any additional dollars, but is allowed to keep the gun in hand. Kinda lucky the man is. So it will be just that kind of basic pistol buy. And I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I think at such rounds, it's the momentum that makes it. You know, when you find yourself so fast, and as I say it, the full throttle from Plopsky gets punished, as Benji can connect onto Disco Doppler and Singularity losing 2 in just 15 seconds. Seeing your mates die maybe makes you cry, but in that situation you gotta stay strong, otherwise it won't be going any further. GODSENT, with that one round they won with just those pistols, they done themselves a really, really good job. I'm hella impressed by what they've done there. But on the other hand, right now, it falls a little bit apart. GODSENT has already delivered us best of 3 series going in their favor a few days back. And the team surrounding this Godopoulos and co. is very, very confident and able to keep on like this. Rusty taken out. Barber finding himself only Doppler. But that's it. 3-2. And GODSENT is on the track to take the lead right here on the CT side on their own map pick. As now only those basic pistols are left for Singularity. You might try. No one has armor on the white and green site. As now, that is Disco Doppler not seeing a thing. Probably they're lining up right now for Disco. And he tries to tap away Barbar, but isn't able to do so. 8 HP, Doppler has left. He's going for the 4th and might be able to find himself a beautiful ace. But Barbar has a problem with that. A single body shot rules it out. Twist. He also needs a single body shot. He's now even dinged. And then he finds the head of the Swedish IGL. Double amount of rounds right now there for GODSENT. A good job, you have to say. Enjoyable it is to always watch both teams play, as so far we only had that kind of matchup once. I remember it done it back then with my good friend, the SK analyst Swanee. It was hella insane, and right now we might have a hella insane play as well. Freddy B just walks through, as Barbar doesn't look, and so they all assume there can't be someone towards that direction. So Singularity, they do it passive. Slow and steady, the way you like you drive in a kindergarten, in front of a kindergarten. So that might be Barbar hitting the right timing. Freddy B now knows, but he gotta be aware that on top of him, there might be rusting coming through. Freddy B turns around, and so far no Singularity player is interested in finding Freddy B. There comes Freddy B, not actually having the kind of opportunity to find himself rusty, but now he's pinned. A spray is still on, and double kill. The extra reserve player is able to secure. GODSENT might be not able to fight this round, but it's still 30 seconds left, and if they use their utility wisely, They could just deny that execution, and Twist, as I say it, uses his Molotov, but gets taken out in the jump. So Brolin, he's got to be the only one alive. $4,150 he's having on his bank account. The rest of the team also looking decent with the numbers, as there was a single round. Yeah, take a look at it. You're surviving with 4, you're surviving with 4, you're surviving with 3. It's helping your economy so goddamn much. Barbara taken out. Singularity securing themselves the third, but on the other hand, their economy still not the strongest, so they gotta stick on a decent and solid play, because otherwise, like a card house, it might fall apart. So converge together on the sides if you want to play it late. And Benji's timing, it's there. Brolin taken out. Dear Regulus loves Echo. There's multiple reasons why many teams play it that slow. We had Navi doing that back in 2015, for example, I think, or 2016, one of it. And the reason for it is you're trying to, like Petra says, for example, bait out grenades. So if GODSENT is throwing their utility, like smokes, flashbangs, everything, early, they don't have that anymore once the team pushes on the site. So you get yourself an easier opportunity to get yourself on those sites, for example. Otherwise, you can bait the opponents with fakes late in the game because they think they have to dedicate to one position and then they don't. That sound right now, that definitely baited them but made it work in the end. So there's one player down. Brolin out of the game, as he's very often one of those individuals that can change the outcome of a round, but for the moment it doesn't seem to be the case. So Singularity, slow and steady. This. There's also this classic Twitch meme with the turtle, slow and steady. Admins can't ban me on this situation. Slow and steady might be the right kind of approach towards any of the sites, as they're taking a long at the moment. Twist can only hold one of the positions where the opponent might aggress at. So it'll be the first one coming in. Rusty taken out. Twist is aware. Can't find himself more. Discodoppel though back on the site. Can't deny him. But 10 more seconds left on the clock. The plant happens. And a setup there for Singularity with Hugo finding 2. Well done here. And so the third might come in. Discodoppel out of the game. 3K from Hugo as 2 of them are lining up. The tie is restored. And I think, with all the great responses, dear Regulus, you got yourself Emilio telling you a very long story how it could be. So, great teacher, coach, dad Emilio, helping you. Why do they actually go into, like, maybe that you could do a children's show, like where you explain basic Counter-Strike things. Not even meant as a offense right here. Dear Regulus. Either way. 4-4 is the score line. And those guys from GODSENT, they don't have the best of an economy, as we see ourselves only 3 players carrying around armor. There finds himself a double twist, as well as Brolin trying to aggress towards Barward. They are getting denied. Hugo finds the Doppelin as well, and so Freddy B as well as Hampus might try to find 1 or 2. But I don't see much more happening right here. Now Freddy though might be able to find himself the movement towards monster. It's been just very aware and forearmed to be on the scene at the right time to find himself Freddy B. Hampus Can't hit the right timing. Freddy, the last man alive. 20 more seconds. Does he do the magic Eagle play? Nope, he doesn't. Instantly denied. Hugo finding Freddy. The terrorists back at the lead. Seeing their opponent buying up as much as possible will now result in an opportunity for them to shatter that GODSENT economy on the ground and let them run away with success. So we got ourselves the round number 10 running there eventually in the favor of Twist, who does a lovely boost together with his teammate Disco Doppler right there. You gotta love to see that. And so it's Plopsky taken out of the game with one player less on the board. It might be Hampus finding a few more, as stealthy as he is. Finds himself one, taps onto Rusty, takes him out of the game as well. Wants to find Hugo, and so continues with the third Barber, the last man alive. And that last man alive has no chance in the end. German accent, that's not fair. That's a blatant lie. I don't cast like this, you know. I mean, I could technically try, but I think no one would enjoy if I'd be casting this way, right? He's away. Penji with the AWP. Eventually finding himself Frag towards Verbindung. As he's doing that, Hampus rotating away. So with that happening, Twist having the AWP, not going for any aggression. With no aggression happening, this could not having the accuracy. I mean, this is a German map, right? So with the German map, we can talk like this. I think that's fine. And with that happening right now, the German map goes in favor of no of the German teams. There goes Rusty, finding himself brawling right here. And with that happening, 45 seconds left on the clock for Singularity. So now take any approach towards any of those sites. Slow and steady it once more is. And that just simply means that the slow and steadiness should be rewarded at that point in time. So we're having ourselves 20 seconds left on the clock. Freddy B, as well as Twist, are now able to shut this down, but it seems like he's having the wrong kind of idea, the wrong direction. It is Freddy B finding himself Barbar. And as that is happening right now, free versus free in the retake, it's kind of possible we have free players with a kid. Freddy B just running through, and he's dying in the flames. No success for him there, as he's going fully aggressive, but can't make it work. Plopsky with one, a second to find. Disco Doppler needs to be taken out of this game in case Singularity want to take that 6-5 lead. Plopsky now knows. Disco Doppler jumping around, and the third is on the board for the 15-year-old talent from Singularity. Beautiful work from the young gun of Barbar's team. As he's actually having a very interesting story behind him. In a break, we're going to talk about it. First of all, Freddy B. Oh, he has them all lined up, but can only find himself one. It looked like there was way more possible, but Benji, Hugo, and Rusty, HP-wise, a little bit wounded. And so it could be Hampus changing the thing up. Behind the smokes he stays. Quite sure if he has been exposed, going for the smoke on a site. He just stays in the smoke. Secret as he wants to be. find himself a warning, but not much more. Barber and Rusty finding themselves too, and there's a twist up, boosted on the Simmons, finding himself only a bit of damage onto one of the players, but that's pretty much it for the moment. Twist running out, he's doing the Usain, but that doesn't work. Brolin against Free, it seems to be impossible. Staying in Monster. And there Brolin running away with no gun being saved, unfortunately, for the young Swede. With Singularity on the 7th, just around the way from finding success with that entire first half. Is this Spider-Man caster? Yes. Unfortunately, I can't find the picture anymore, but I think a few months back it was. A guy sent me a picture of Spider-Man with my face and said, like, the always muting caster, because sometimes by accident I mute myself when I actually cast, so I'm basically really talking to myself and not to anyone else. A little bit cringe, but that happens. First of all, pure monster aggression. Freddy would be not interested in it, and that makes it also possible, but no, not much damage being dealt. Benji moving out together with the rest of the team, so it's got to be Hampus reacting wisely, and Singularity has a very nice mixture. A very great mixture, actually, of full aggression and very, very slow. With that now happening, twist coming over from Monster. Hugo seems to have a kind of feeling. As his guts are telling him this Doppler might be close. It should be close to step. It might have been made. Nice shot there coming in from Twist. But that's all he's getting for the moment. Running away with the $4,750 rifle. You don't want to lose it. Don't drop it. Keep it for the next one. So early confidence. On the right track. Those lads of Singularity are. With 8 to 5 being secured, we get ourselves a lovely Tuesday evening match. I think, you know, if I would be you, I'd be sitting maybe in my chair on the couch eventually. Make myself some salty popcorn, because sweet popcorn is the worst. Just telling you right now, hands down, sweet popcorn, And then watch some great Counter-Strike. With GODSENT versus Singularity in the best of 3 series. I couldn't ask for anything more. And that mixed by is first of all not gonna help out Twist, so Freddy B might exactly be successful with it, finding himself Hugo. And the unfortunate Benji only with the lack shot. Brolin though, as the grenade flies, in that kind of moment, he's finding himself the shot onto Barber. Refrag. At least into Disco Doblin coming in from Benji, the B-side should be taken. Exactly reacts how you want him to do, with another one coming in. Accuracy is on point there for Benji, finding Free. And my Swedish sense says vad det ett nice shot. Det tycker jag. Alright. Maybe that means, was it actually a nice shot? And then he says something like, yeah, the trucker jag. I don't know, the trucker jag makes no sense to me, but Swedish, you know. That's how it is. And so it's gonna be Singularity just a step away from taking those double digits. On the right track they are. And being on the right track means that they might be able to find themselves really a great advantage on map number 1, which is the pick of GODSENT. That would help them out a lot to close out that series 3-0 after Singularity already got themselves a victory yesterday against Red Reserve, and GODSENT took down in a criminal exciting series. King win on train as well as on the second map, which my memory doesn't comprehend. I'm sorry. I have a very bad memory. Either way, Ready B going aggressive against Hugo. They were able to find that information that they can utilize that spot quite well. That's a good bunch of information they're able to get. Freddy B being low HP. Might be Hampus striking at the right time. Unfortunate. Oh no, Boba runs away! He just walks past Hampus and actually sacrificed Benji right here. It's going to be a little bit more tougher now to get on the side. This could upload with a nice shot onto Barbar, but he's going to be tapped away by Rusty at that point in time. From short, there's still a Hampus. And Freddy B saying, holy dicky, and that makes kind of sense. You ask yourself how that's possible. Rusty pinning down the opponent on short. And that means 2 versus 3. Singularity got to work hard for making that possible. Brolin known. Brolin finding Rusty. Plopsky the last man alive. Can't find himself Twist. Turns around. Could find himself Hampus as well. But it seems like Brolin is closing out the case. The final round had to be the most exciting one of this first half. 9-6 Singularity. GODSENT able to stop the consecutive round streak of Singularity on that T site.
Counter-terrorists win.
Whew. Great half number 1. And I'm getting compliments for my Swedish. Thank you very much. I'm trying very hard to I'm trying very hard to learn it. And I think another question was how old I am. I'm surprisingly, whether you believe it or not, 21 years old. I know there are people coming on like saying, "Yo, is that a girl casting? Yo, is that Pansy?" Well, why is there actually a kid streaming? I know. Accept the memes and embrace them. Either way, GODSENT, they're right now on their stronger side, and Singularity, unfortunately, on their weaker one. So it now needs to be 100% solid and actually strong play. So we need to see from the counter-terrorists in case they want to run away. If this GODSENT, though, with the speed they have now built up, very able to maybe shut down the aggression. Or more likely the defensive play. That's the right way around it. Off Singularity. First one coming in. Twist taken out. So back to a situation that is man equalized over long and short. They're coming, and the rotation now needs to be fast. Plopsky's still taking his time, interestingly enough. Decision making doesn't seem to be 100% on point. Barbar together with Rusty finding a nice one, and so it's got to be Rusty falling down as well. Hugo only with the smoke.
Bomb has been planted.
3 more to find. Not quite sure if Plopsky realized that there's a Brolin over long. But the kid has been picked from Plopsky. Smoke being thrown. This Godoplin, though, exposed. And he's finding himself at least the first one onto Hugo and the body shot onto Plopsky. 7th one there for GODSENT. A start by the book from the terrorist site. Unbelievable scenes we already had yesterday. Maybe GODSENT is delivering it us once more. First of all, no big shots, not much happening in the first 20 seconds of this round, number 17. A Singularity. I mean, actually, Plopsky on that taser. It's very surprising. He's only finding himself 1, though. The taser might help for a little bit of aesthetic frags. You know, I love the attitude between GODSENT and Singularity. They're so nice. Always saying nice shot. Hasari jaktik und jetzt a to tüte jag väcken fan into the hook jack fick ass. What the hell? I mean, there we have once more. Fun is nice. I don't know what they're saying. I can kind of like make sense of it. I can't imagine that Barbar said something bad, to be very fair. But not quite sure. probably something very rude. And as it's rude right now, Singularity meet a rude godsend, counting themselves the 8th and are on the right track to get themselves the tie secured and maybe even that certain victory on overpass. It sounds like some episode of Vikings. That's good. I love that. I never watched the show, but the imagination is already enough. And Barbar's imagination is to find the frag with that certain lovely taser. Freddy V on the other side of the map, getting toilet control. No need to clean it, just rush through it. Someone else will do it either anyway. And so Godsend, with cleaned toilets and man advantage, it's gotta be pretty much securing that round number 9 for the team. Hugo standing behind the Salmons finds himself Freddy B, who just shot down the teammate of Hugo down to 15, gets punished for that. At least a nice try it was. But so both are running away. With one obstacle still in the way, it's not the most comfortable thing to do, but Disco Doppelin is taken out by Hugo, who's right now actually in a good kind of kill streak at 19-11. And I should probably have never spoken Swedish, because every one of you is now speaking Swedish. And I think Hampus says something with "in the air." Like someone killed him in the air or something, I guess. It's just my imagination once more. And so it will be now Hampus and his team able to find themselves those double digits first. Benji's position is known. He rather goes away as Hampus nearly makes that shot count. It's been a very uncomfortable beginning for the Singularity side. And it might look sinister for Barbar and Coast. Twist. Shooting his teammate there, down to only 93, so no major problem. Barbar, he's the stealthy 00 agent. Could go through the smoke and find himself too. Understandably though, a little bit scared of taking that aggression. Barbar, he's not gonna have the timing where Brolin is gonna kill him. That's lucky enough for him. And majorly towards B short, Godsen has orientated themselves. Barbar could be a crucial figure in this. A closed door, so whenever he wants to start shooting, he will be exposed. He hears those steps. That has not been heard, neither by Hampus nor his teammate. Puts Disco Doppelin in a very big pressure situation, as they know there's someone into the connector section who might be flanking them. Disco Doppelin, though, able to find himself Hugo and wants to connect onto more. Gets taken out either way. Twist does not care too much about Barbar, and so the only two have to now do the job. Barbar out of the window and actually taken out, but now Plotsky, he does the difference together with Benji. It was way too tight once more, and they made it work. 10-9. Hella tight it is. I'm so happy that we got ourselves Swedish translators here in the chat. If you want to become my personal Swedish translator, I've dropped my Twitter for you, so feel free. Applications only with a nice picture allowed. Either way. Nice pictures it is right now here for Singularity, as they probably didn't expect that their CT side could be so strong. And from then on, Barbar with the flick onto Brolin was actually looking towards Hampus, but Jared Rusty makes it work, pushes out, can't find himself Disco Doppelin. A little too greedy, a little too fast, but still, man advantages existing on a Singularity side, whilst the B side, though, is clear. With Plopsky though finding himself Freddy B. And so it's gotta be the plant. It didn't work for Disco Doppelin. Oh no, the nades! It's so nice there from Benji, but it doesn't make it work either way. Disco Doppelin looking in the wrong direction. So he's gotta seal it. Finds himself one. Goes over Monster. He wants to play it in on time and play with the mind off the Singularity players as he's fully blind once more. There he could find himself. Barber does so. Now needs to peek right. Can't find himself the diffuser though. And Hugo has enough time to get that one through. It's the last milliseconds. But bomb diffused successfully. The wires do the job right. 11-9 it is. And GODSENT's economy is, besides Twist, not looking golden at all. Okay, it's his name. It's his name. Saying, your Twitter biopic looks like you're 15, 16. No, I don't think so. I wouldn't say so. Something around the age of 18, maybe. I never grew a proper beard. I'm sorry for that. I wish I could fix it. Either way, Rusty trying to fix the situation for Singularity. As there's not much to fix, though. He's trying to extend the lead. Gotta be 3 versus 3 where GODSENT doesn't even have the best of a situation economically from start on. Freddy B tries to draw some attention from the Singularity players very soon, maybe hitting the right timing as he does. Rusty looks in a totally different direction. Maybe. Oh no, Freddy B! Don't do it! Don't do it! No, you are doing it! Nasty one from Freddy B. Freddy B getting Rusty, that's the right way with the names. And so a good bunch of additional dollars getting Benji as well. What a round that would be. Right now here from GODSENT to take. Freddy B. And the B stands for disrespect. And 10-11 and GODSENT with a quite horrible initial situation is able to secure themselves that number 10. And yes, B stands for disrespect. If you don't see the B, like the letter B and the word disrespect, I don't know, you're... Freddy D, that's also a good one. Either way, Singularity, their economy kind of down the drain in that situation. Playing the 4ZZ1 offset that we kind of often see. And with those ZZs, those are tiny little tools to pinpoint you down with needles coming out that barrel. For real, Hugo's positioning is very, very good at that point in time. Plopsky, I'm not quite happy. I was trying to play it out. Smoke set to block Monster for a moment, and GODSENT is on hold for a second. But they're setting this up. No reason to fall the same way Singularity did in the previous round. You're now weighing up the options. It's definitely going to be the B site. And as you weigh up the options, it could be the wrong one as Benji with the AWP is back there to find himself a frack or two. Connects onto Freddy B. First one found as he's fully blind right now. Limited options. Twist takes him down. Plopsky has to check all his angles. Running out of ammo right here, and Twist making the run onto Rusty. Finding him either way. Barber with the AWP. Connecting onto the first. 2 more to find. And that would be the clutch of the lifetime here from Barber, who gets taken out mid-air through a wall. Twist securing the 11th one, and the tie is back at it. I mean, if you didn't know, and if you just freshly joined us, casting, I mean, this is a little bit of an experimental week on my side, and I hope you're fine with it, because we're trying to or more likely, I'm trying to build a mixture between logically good casting, what I'm doing for you, what I would say I'm doing for you, and also on the other side, having a conversation with all the great, smart, awesome, lovely, creative things the Twitch chat usually offers. As now that offering is there, Roland finds himself one, not a second to get. There they fall down. GODSENT taking the lead after it was Singularity. Actually doing it quiet right. They aren't able to continue at that point in time. And it is actually kind of sad to see. This is not the pick of Singularity. They would have taken it. They probably would have been very, very happy about it. So with 1 minute 30 on the clock, this is one of the last chances of Singularity. You might ask yourself why, but take a look at their bank accounts, which are pretty much empty. I think it's called tumbleweed. Thing you see in those Wild West movies going around the desert. That's pretty much how the economic situation for Singularity looks at that point in time. In case this will not go in their favor and GODSENT will pick up number 13. They're taking their time, and there comes the aggression. This Godoplin finding himself Barbar, and the bit of the head, a corner of Rusty's elementary parts to think is actually taken out. And so it's got to be Brolin and his team finishing the case. They will do, as there right now is a chopper for evacuation. Evacuation is the right word. Goddamn English. Ready for Plopsky, Benji, and Hugo. They might be just running into a major aggression off GODSENT. Benji finds himself one, taken out. And they don't want to die. They just simply don't want to. But Freddy B is interested in coming in. Hugo reacts wisely. 2 instead of 3. So it will be 2 M4s in that certain round. Tactical break coming in for Barber and his team. How do you pronounce your name? A good question, because I'm going to tell you a quick story about it. My name is Zescht. Z-E-S-C-H-T. In English, you usually have, for example, for a word like fish, S-H. F-I-S-H. Right? And in German, fish, like the word fish, is written F-I-S-C-H. So S-H equals S-C-H, and Zash just, yeah, it's like a German version. Do you get the kind of idea? Maybe I'm helping you with it. Either way. Tactical pause gone here for Singularity. GODSENT on the right track once more. After already successfully beating Singularity once, not too long ago, we might just see a good start for GODSENT. A great initial situation to once more redo it. Let's go Doplin. Here he comes, moving around to sights. Now it could be Plopsky finding him. He does exactly that. This Godoplin with 2. Hugo now starts to strike. Rusty is there as well. Brolin taken out. It all happened so fast. And so it's got to be Hampus and Twist doing the job against Free. The question is, will there be any aggressive peek, any situation those guys from GODSENT can utilize? make it work. Doesn't seem to be the case. Hampus finding himself Hugo. Rusty's 22 HP. Behind himself, behind the cement bags. And Rusty rips off his head. 13-2, which is actually 13-12. And GODSENT going for once more a bye. Hampus and Twist have a good buffer left. Singularity right now, this is their opportunity. Say the F word again. You can forget about it. I said such a weird thing yesterday. The F word was incredible. I said the F word yesterday and had probably one of my greatest scenes in casting. You can watch it on my Twitter, by the way. Either way. Great casting due to great games. And Plopsky burning down to 36. That run boost didn't work as intended. Let's Twist. Oh, what a flick he does right there onto Barbar. Reggie gets the frag onto Hampus. Back to 4v4. And 49 more seconds. We have a kind of a repetition of what Singularity used to do back when they were terrorists. This goes off with a lot of ground, and Hugo taken out with 11 HP. He survives, but the thing is not enough. So the CTs with one more individual less. It's gonna be Twist getting that thing down and having a situation where his team can majorly profit from just staying defensively on the site. They're forearmed on the scene, and they are having a great initial situation. And that's allowing them to get the number 14 and then run away with a victory on their own map pick. From behind, Roller finds himself first, but from the left, Plopsky strikes, but getting the guns out of the hands, slapped away from Singularity players. That's crucial. And that is what happened just right here. Brolin is able to buy up. The teammates are getting themselves a good bunch of dollars. Now we'll make it work.
Terrorists win.
14-12. Dear ladies and gentlemen, the viewers of Counter-Strike, dear dog and cat lovers. We're not having a great bit of cute action here. It's brutal. Blood everywhere. Guns on every single one. And there, as the blood spreads, Ugo and Plopsky finding themselves too, but the reaction is there from Brolin and Freddy B. The secured site should be there, but Barbar, he's fast enough, but burning away, taken out. With him being taken out, now an equalized situation it is. And 60 seconds more left. For terrorist site to find themselves the bomb. Get that thing down. Twist needs 100% accuracy. Does go for the no-scope. Weird enough though. Freddy B finds himself one. Twist with the pistol. Might be not able to seal the deal. But Freddy B, he's not hitting the right timing. Rusty needs to be taken out. And he could just do and go for the run on the side of A. And he finds him through the wall. This is incredible stuff from Freddy B. He baits out movement from Rusty, sees and hears him going towards CT. And then it works. That was just incredible stuff. And as it is right, GODSENT, it could be just their number 16 to find themselves that own number 1 map. Barber though with good timing, getting taken out. Refrag instantly there from Brolin. Information which enforces the CTs to move over to A. Two sitting towards bank, and Stern Truck also having their guards set. Freddy B finds himself rusty though, one less, and there seems to be now the aggression focused towards the side of A as well, where interestingly enough, Singularity have set up their guards, but those are not very successful at the point in time. Benji has to rotate away, Freddy B finds him, and so the shots behind the truck might be the final bits you need there. Plopsky, final man, getting taken out, 16-12. And as we're at it with the 16-12, that was great work we've been seeing right here from the terrorist side of GODSENT. Didn't expect that to actually happen, as Singularity looked like they could be actually running away with this, but in the end we're not able to do so. And with that being the case, we should find ourselves just a map number 2 maybe in favor of GODSENT once more. We'll figure it out either way. Inferno is going to come up. Last time Singularity was quite dominant at it. And as I'm seeing on my right side, weed eyes, it's always the same. I have hay fever. I'm allergic to everything that's outside there. It's the worst. It's the worst, but you can't do anything about it. I'm Zesh, your 420 hay fever caster, and I'm going to be guiding you through our next map, Inferno, as well, picked by Singularity. And if they will actually find themselves successful on their own map pick, we'll go on to Nuke in the end. First of all, let's see how it will go. We're taking a little break, and then we'll just be right back with the excitement of Singularity and GODSENT.